Previous video I wired in a backup camera in this truck, and we're going to use that same unit because it had two inputs, and I've already got it partially tore apart, and I'm going to run the wire, and the same as I did in my other video, this same wire with conveniently has the red power tap on it for actually tripping a head unit signal for reverse. I'm going to use it for power, so because it's nice and convenient. It's going to run parallel with this cable. You know, it's all in one piece. Tap the power wire up here, and then run it out through the same access I did the transmission shift grommet, and then underneath the truck, and then I'm going to come out at the back and install the actual receiver in the box of the truck to keep it out of the weather, and that gets the receiver and the transmitter a little closer together because the transmitter is going to be in the back of the camper. Okay, with my video cable and its power cable tag, which I wired in under the dash, I use the same tap up there. I'm going to come back. I'm going to have to use this barrel connector, AV barrel connector. I got at hardware store for about $3 because these both have the same ends on them, so I connect them together, and there's my power wire. Be able to use that to connect to this guy, and then we'll put a separate ground in. We'll go in under the edge of the box liner, and then inside this cap there's a tie down that exists. We'll use that to anchor to, and we'll drill a little hole in there and put an eyelet for the ground, and then our receiver will be in place, and it's all tied into the to the monitor up in the cabs, and then from there we can carry on and wire the other unit with the camera into the back of the camper here somewhere, and there's two leads on the receiver on the dash. One's when you put it in reverse, it's the dedicated. It gets a signal, it comes on for sure. So we're actually going to use that one and use the actual video one for reverse on the truck instead, so that drive down the road, click on the tail lights, camera comes on, see what the fuck's going on back here, and we're backing into our campsite. So we'll figure out where we're going to mount that. Probably tie that into the we'll probably tie that in. We'll make a little bracket or something and tie it into this spare tire bracket or something going on here. And okay, with our power and our video connection, we put our barrel connector in there, wrapped it with some tape just to keep it from coming apart. And probably could have found some big shrink tubing or something. We got our power wire shrink tubed up. We put a grommet on our ground, drilled it into the box and anchored it. And we're just going to take the receiver and slip them in behind the box liner here, and the main cable just fits right nicely in this crack here where the box liner meets the box, and they're nice. And everything's tucked in. All our stuff's in the little recess here, like that. Just all the little goodies, just tuck them in there. And so this cable wire's kind of loose there. Looks good. And we'll pop our cap back on for the tie down in there. And there's our receiver all hooked up. Okay, we have our camera and our transmitter. We're going to get ready to install these into the back of the camper. I've decided that this little camera, since it has a little mount on it, I'm going to secure it to the top of the bike rack, probably drill a couple little holes and possibly tap them to put a couple of small screws in, and we'll run the cabling behind and down through, and then anchor the transmitter up underneath the trailer somewhere with some tie wraps, and conveniently inside the back compartment here. There's a nest of wires here, and this is obviously a ground and power for this marker light, and it looks like it branches off inside, goes up to the tail light, so we'll be able to pull our ground and our power off of those to fire the camera when we turn our lights on. Okay, we've got everything ran and secured in, tied with tie wraps, and the wires fished and soldered into the connector like I said. Up in here we use this one, nice and convenient here to hook onto in this compartment. So we're going to hook up to the truck and see if we get a signal, see if it'll transmit a signal that far. Okay, let's start her up, and we'll click our driving lights on, well, our marker lights anyway, our first notch, and that should trip the camera, and there's the trip of the camera. There we are looking out beside the back behind the garage off the back of the camper. There you have it, guys. Pretty simple install.